Good morning, boys and girls. Today, Mr. Scott and Mr. Sam are going to be talking to us about accepting others the way Jesus accepted others. So I thought it would be good to talk to you about friendship and what it means to be a good friend. And I found a recipe for being a good friend. You know, we've cooked before. I've cooked with Mr. Scott, and we followed a recipe and we made something. So you follow recipes to make sure that things come out just right. So I have a recipe for being a good friend. So here we go. All right, it says 1 cup of kindness, 2 spoonfuls of listening. You have to listen to be a good friend. 1 can of helpfulness. Have to be helpful. Not taking turns. That's not on my recipe. No. 1 box of sharing and caring. So those go in my recipe for being a good friend. A cup of teamwork. That goes in my recipe. Being unkind. I don't believe that's in my recipe for being a good friend, so it gets tossed aside. Let's see, we've got a bucket full of smiles and fun. I love to have fun, and I smile a lot, so I'm a good friend. Cup of honesty. You have to be honest when you're a good friend. Rudeness. I don't believe my recipe calls for rudeness, so rudeness does not belong in our recipe for being a good friend. Love and respect are part of being a good friend, and a pinch of understanding. So I followed all of my recipe. I've got all my ingredients for being a good friend, so I'm going to stir these up. And here is the outcome of my good friend recipe. These are several of my good friends. Not all of my good friends, but several of my good friends. So this week, I want you to remember to be a good friend and remember all of those different things that went into our recipe for being a good friend, and we'll see you next week.